So you really gonna have to learn how to deal with all energies if you a Christian girl or you was just raised super religious and you want your sexual power now. You want to know the divinity in you, the truth of you, the arousal of you, and you've been raised in the church. You're gonna have to get good with all energies, because I'm gonna use the word hex since all of y'all, or curse, since all of y'all seem to understand what that word means. The very door that you are required to walk through to experience the fullness of you. When I just know, for the record, when I say fullness, I always mean including your sex. I see every shade and culture and tone of woman talking about anything and everything relating to women and power and love and money and career and body and healing and heart and this and that and cut the cord this and the mother wound that and healing that and transforming that and somatic that and prayer that and dancing that and massage that and healing that. But the fundamental thing, the root thing that affects all other things, the root base thing that affects all other things, that affects your skin, a heartbeat, how you see yourself, how you relate to yourself, how you relate to others, what kind of money you allow into your life, what kind of experiences you allow into your life, the quality of life you allow yourself to have. All of that will spring from the relationship you have with your sex. So if you were raised hardcore religious and you have it in your priority now to know the divinity in you, and you do not know the divinity in you if you do not know yourself as a sexual, activated, aroused, vibrant, and aroused being. If you're new here, my name is Naima, founder of the Eternal Feminine Network. I've walked through lots of fires, walked the forbidden path for all of my, or most of my adult life, and have known it in here for all of my life. I was born with this, and I'm now here in this video to help those of you. You are a woman whose sex, whose embodiment, whose divinity, whose arousal, who's in full ownership of yourself is a priority to you now. And you want the environment, the tools, the full-on permission, the expansive vibration that allows all of who you are to exist in it. That's who I'm for. That's what this video is for. And that's what I'm inviting you into ultimately. So one of the key takeaways that I want you to take away now is owning all energies. Relax right now and take in what I just said. Owning, gaining familiarity and comfort and welcome with all energies. Why? Because the Bible that you have been fed, or whatever text, religious system, doctrine, whatever it is that you have been fed for all of your life, all of them, every single one of them, unless you happen to be raised in an environment that respected and honored the feminine. If you did not, your religion, your doctrine, your teaching, your training, all the things, the whole thing is giving you everything but the feminine. And that's even incorrect. Not everything but the feminine. But it is not inclusive of the feminine, not inclusive of who you actually are, which is why it is so much in the pattern of humanity for women to be in the fact that the decenter men movement and the 4B movement and the thousands of stories of women who are displeased. How so? As a sovereign woman who works with helping women come into their sovereignty, a woman is choosing all the time. She's choosing how she orders her days, who she's in relationship with, where she works, if she gives birth to kids, how many kids she gives birth to, what city she lives in, where she's going, who she's talking to, how she cares. A woman is choosing all the time. What is going on in the pattern of humanity that is just normal? That women don't know who they are repressed. How is this just the norm? And how is it that we can identify a repeated pattern of unhealth, of displeasure amongst the married groups of the female gender? How is it that we can identify, we can predict what their reality will be based on a cluster of decisions? How do we know this? Because when there are systems put in by way of religion, systems put in by way of social structures, to organize humanity to act this way, choose this way, live this way. We can predict how they will behave inside of the system we gave them by way of the Bible, whatever your Bible told you, by way of whatever training you got. The hexes and curses are there inside of your book. Listen, go talk to your people, your real people, your people who want you free. You might need to call in a whole new clan, okay? Call in the people who are on the path of freedom. Call in the spirits on the path of freedom. Your holy book, many of you already know this, your holy book has all sorts of swords and flames around the doors you will be required to walk through, and you will feel it energetically when you seek to be free, when you work to be free, when you ask questions that free you, when you start making decisions that free you, you will come up against the X's that's on the doors. You will come up against the hexes, the curses. And listen, I don't even use those words. I'm using those words because these religions scare y'all up and down and around with this language that's infused with fear, an energy of fear. This is why most folks, all you got to do is say something from the Bible to get them to stop getting to know themselves. Just invoke some kind of fear, and you can get people to abandon, betray themselves, lead it smart. So, owning all energies is a tool that I created for you to get good with all the energies that you will inevitably interface with as you come to know your sex. Shame, as you come to know your body, as you come to know your arousal, as you come to be true, as you come to play, as you go to traverse the unknown of you, that you feel it there, but it's like it's in you, hidden from you. And it requires you interrogating it with care and love and genuine curiosity and welcome. And that you don't knock your own self down because of something you read in the Bible, or be scared of your own self because of a trigger of guilt or shame that you learned in Bible study, or that your mama told you, or how you interpreted what you heard the pastor say when you was sitting in church at 9 and 11, and et cetera, et cetera. So what I invite you to do is, if you are ready to own your sex, live the divinity of you, be the truth of you, I invite you two things to our Eternal Feminine Network. If you'd like to get to know yourself over time, come inside our Eternal Feminine Network. You can read all the details at the link in my bio. And or you can come inside of our ReUnite Sex and Spirit. And even better, ReUnite Sex as Spirit. Bring sex as spirit. Come. You can also explore that. It's a month-long feminine-powered series of connection and learning and remembering and play and connection inside of a Facebook group, on Zoom, speaking around a variety of topics as it relates to your sex. These are a couple of the books that we'll be reading during the 30 days of reuniting sex and spirit. If you like just a month to get to know yourself sexually, meet other women who are doing the same, and walking the path of freedom and liberation, go to the link in my bio and sign up for ReUniting Sex and Spirit. So you can sign up for both of those at the link in my bio.